Hi, I'm Brian. This is my venue, the Old Church Theater. I've only got a couple things to say. Beer, friends, venue. Come on in. Let's try some beer. Hello, welcome. We're back. Shawn and I are back to test a couple more beers. Now, we've got a new one here. Shawn, do you want to?
This is definitely a brewery that's been featured here at the Old Church Theater, and one of my favorites, shameless plug, Spearhead, which hails out of Kingston, and this is a new offering from them that I don't think you've tried it yet, Brian.
I have not tried it.
So this is an India wheat ale, and I'm not 100% sure what we're getting here. I think it's a hybrid of an IPA and a wheat beer or Hefeweizen. So it's going to be a little different. I know they put some mango in it when they're processing.
You're making me thirsty, man.
And I'm always leery of the fruit in a beer. So we're going to give this a whirl and
see how it goes. Nice aroma.
Nice. And like I say, the thing I worry about when I hear fruit and beer is a fruit flavored beer, and
not at all.
No, it enhances it, and it gives that tropical note, that difference between the heavy citrusy of the IPA.
Yeah, and it's a deep taste. It's not like a pinpoint on the front of your palate. It washes through.
It definitely does.
And the other thing I like about this has got, I don't know what the IBU is, but it has a nice hop balance to it. I think it's a nice balance. I'm not a hop bomb fan, and I like that. That's got a nice hop.
This taps in at a ABV of 6.0%. So it's a strong beer, but it's a very drinkable beer.
Thought we'd start with that.
There we go.
Very good.
I guess one thing I'd ask you is, Spearhead's featured here as a brewer. What does it take to get a beer here at the Old Church Theater?
Funny you should mention that. I've had a couple minutes to think about that. You know what? I thought about that before. How do we get people to bring their beers here? And sometimes it's just a persistent sales rep. Now, I don't know if I can mention his name. I'm going to mention his name. No, I'm not going to mention his name. Anyway, really nice fella. And he came one day, and he had a couple of samples for us to try. And we tried them, liked them. And next thing I know, he was bringing a keg, and he brought a bunch of cans, and we've been carrying the Spearhead for a couple of years now. Really enjoying it, getting good feedback.
They make one of my favorites.
I know. You've got your own section of the beer fridge over there.
This is gonna go up on that list. This is very drinkable. The thing that I find with the flavors they've added into this, and my personal favorite, the Hawaiian style pale ale, is the fruit they've added to it just mellows out that edge of a traditional IPA and just tones it down and just makes it a little more palatable. So, I mean, this is a win here for sure.
You heard it here first. I guess we're going to be having another Spearhead beer here at the Old Church Theater, so come on down and try it. Well said, Shawn. This is excellent. It's great. But you know what? We're ready to move to our second beer.
Okay, Brian.
I hate to tear you away.
Am I doing the honors this time?
You shall do the honors this time, sir, if you wouldn't mind.
Hot in an Eddy. So this is a session IPA from Common Good Brewing. I've tried the odd one of their beers over the last couple of years. Not something that I see a whole lot locally, so we'll have to see what's up there.
Is this one of your monthly gift?
Yeah,
I can't remember where I got that.
I don't know either.
I think I got it from you.
And so this is a session IPA, and it's we talked about that whole session. I keep seeing that come up all over the place. So it's, what does that mean? And so there's a historical reference there. It goes back to sort of the World War I era in Great Britain.
I did not know that.
Where you were apparently allowed to have a beer at work. And what they did is made them a little lower alcohol content.
You never had a job
So
like
that, yeah, I've been trying to get a job like that. Anyway, let's see what we got, 3.9%. So
Right.
then we'll go back to work.
Mm.
Got all the body of an IPA.
It does.
The citrusy flavors are all there.
Citrusy flavors, good
But
firm
only
hop.
3.9%, where typically you're seeing them, 5.8, 6, 6.5. So, I mean, you could pound back a few of those and still be
Still do
functional,
your
I guess,
job.
with heavy machinery.
Well, you're full time, right? You're at the office.
Yeah, they would probably discourage.
And I'm really glad to see you. I haven't seen
morning
you.
and one in the afternoon.
I haven't seen you all week. I'm really glad to see you. But I must say that I find the whole the job thing really disrupts my balance.
Yeah.
Work and life is really upset by the job.
You don't have to worry about
I don't have to worry about
the
that
session for drinking the lighter
Exactly,
beer. Then
yeah.
okay, well,
But I'll probably stick. I'll keep it down to 1 in the morning.
I think the Ministry of Labour here in Ontario would frown on the whole, having a couple beers during your workday, but I think this is something we need to talk to Doug Ford about.
Doug Ford. Good call. Very tasty. I think the first, hoppy beer, I wouldn't say it's hoppy, I don't remember. But when Roy was around many, many years ago, he used to buy, all the time, his go-to beer was Molson Stock Ale. Most people have never heard of it. And so we used to go to the beer store and get it, and they'd be scampering around. Where's it? Is there a case of Molson Stock here? Got 88 cases of 50 up to the ceiling, and blue and all that stuff. Is there any Molson Stock? Is that Roy? Is that Roy Bonesteel? Yeah. It's at the back corner, in front of something under the 12-horse ale or something. So they would go, and then since they came every week, they would find out. They would find out he was coming. They'd have a case ready for him. There it was. It was the only one on the whole thing. And rather than go to the microphone, and it's Roy. Same Roy. Roy's here. No need to yell extra stock. So, I think
we got another winner here.
I think so. I think it's pretty good.
Definitely what it says it is on the can. I get the idea of the session beer because if you were going to drink a handful of those and they were 6.5%,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be.
Thud.
Yeah.
Yep. Which brings us to our the end of our show. So we'd like everybody to stay safe.
Bubble up and drink beer.